What is up, legends? We are back in HypeWatch. All right, so what we do every week on HypeWatch is we talk about the hype of the week, and I want to start off this week talking about Tarisland. Now, Tarisland is going to be coming out on the 21st, which is literally going to be a week from now, basically. And this game is actually going to be a lot of fun. It's basically World of Warcraft, and the ability to actually have a multi-platform type of gaming. Like, pretty much, I'm speaking of Paladin, I'm probably going to be a Paladin. I'm definitely going to be a Paladin. It's a lot of fun in the game, and I want to be tank so I can see all the fights and kind of control them and tank the same way I do with Final Fantasy 14. I'm just going to do in this as well. I want to, get the gist of everything. So with that said, this is going to be lit. This game is definitely going to be fun. It's going to have a lot of gameplay to it. Everything is going to be cross-platform as well, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. And you got to take it as a grain of salt when it comes to stuff like this. It's going to be a World of Warcraft clone. I have no problem with that because I wish World of Warcraft would modernize itself. And this game is a modern take on World of Warcraft. So I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be trying it out, see what it's about, and yeah, we'll see what we get into. Next up is Life is Strange, double exposure. They actually had the live stream yesterday for this on Twitch to kind of show it off and everything like that. I'm actually looking forward to this because I played the first Life is Strange that had her in it, and I just want to see kind of like, well, kid form anyway, but I want to see how they're gonna go through it. And it's kind of cool that it's like separate timelines that you can manipulate and maybe save somebody or lose them, and you can get multiple endings and stuff that depend on what you're doing. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll be a whole lot of fun. Next up is Blacktop Hoops. I don't have a VR system. They offered this game to me, and I was like, I said yes at first, because I was like, what, basketball? What? They got a new basketball game? The problem, I don't have VR. So I was told that this game is actually pretty cool, and you literally, if you are like taking a jump shot, if you have good mechanics on your jump shot, then the mechanics go through in the game, and that is amazing. It is amazing. Like I want a VR just so I can see how mechanics will go in this. Like I really want to see that, but unfortunately I don't have a VR system. So yeah. But if you do have one and you're a basketball fan, this might be for you. Just to let you guys know. Next up is Valiant Hearts. If you want to be sad, I know that's like, why Scion? Why would I want to be sad? But if you want to be sad and play like a good gameplay game, this is it. That's all I could really say on that. Like, no, I was actually invited to take a look at this from Ubisoft, which is really nice of them. Ubisoft has been trying to get creators to come into different games, and I was invited into this one to try it out. It's not really my thing, but I did say that I was going to put it up my HypeWatch, so people, if it is their thing, then they can hop into it. Next up on mobile side, I am pretty sure that this is not the same. Like it might be vaporware now, but it's Super Contra, and it's a mobile form of Super Contra for free, basically, and it's literally the whole game. Basically, you're literally playing the whole game Super Contra if you want to just come in and mess around with it. And it was that type of game. Like it's legendary. And it's interesting because they have the new Contra that's out right now that's actually pretty good. I like it, and I actually played it to the end and beat it. But I don't think this is Konami based. So you might be able to just come in, have a little bit of fun with it, and that be it. And it only has 100 downloads right now. It just came out like a day ago, so check it out. Next, all right, so Flowers in the Mirror. I definitely want to show you guys this game if I can actually get it to work. It's one of those games that like their art is amazing if you get the damn thing to work. But I definitely want to show it to you guys. If I can figure it out, I will get it out to you. But if not, maybe one of you can figure it out. Maybe you can play it on your phone or something like that. But it's a banger. I'm just letting you guys know it's a banger. I've seen people do videos on it already. I don't know how they recorded it. I don't know how they got it to work, but I can't. But I definitely wanted to put it out there for you guys so you can have it. You would think this would be the banger of the week, but it's not. There's something else more banger. Silent Mist. This is a retro-based type of game. It reminds me of a Facebook game, if we being 100% real. It just does. What the heck is this play together stuff? Go away. Retro-based game. It might be up to your liking. It just came out like a day ago. A few installs right now. But so it's kind of fun. So I'll take their word for it because it was a reputable source that says it's kind of fun. What? There we go. Persia. Now, Persia is pretty much a RPG manager. I couldn't get the RPG manager out of my brain for some reason. It's really all that I can really say on this. We're just trying to have a little bit of coverage out there for it so people can hop in and take a look at it. But, you know, GG. Next up is Lord's Glory. All right, so here's the thing. A lot of people like city builders. A lot of people like, you know, based RPG type of base, as you can see. And there's a genre for it. I'm not sure if that's a lot of stuff on the map. I'm not sure if this genre can live anymore. It was hot like a year ago, and it cooled off big time. Now this is crazy right here. If the game can really run all that stuff and it looks okay, they're really tiny, so maybe they can. But that's a lot of horde and stuff like that you have to deal with. So you know, we'll see. We'll definitely see. I am gonna go in and see if it's any different than the other city builder type of games that there's literally like thousands of them now. And if it's different, then we'll have a video. But I definitely want to talk about it beforehand because I got so much other stuff to do before I even look at this. It's on the to be done list, not the get it done list. I have a get it done and a to be done. It's on the to be done. Next up is Quest Devour. Another type of RPG manager. However, even though you can come into this is the Vietnam server right now. It's not the global server right now. But you know, Vietnam usually always let us in anyway to play this stuff. So been told that it's kind of fun. It's kind of hot. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. And I'm just going to take their word for it. This is not even on either of my lists right now. You know, waifu based, as you guys can see. So, you know, have at it. You know, if it's great, people DM me like, this game is really good, you should try it. Then, you know, we'll come back to it. But for me, probably not. But I definitely wanted to throw it out there. Next up is Heroic Strife. Oh, thank you. This game attacks with the cards, which is funny. You actually saw somebody do a video on this, and they was hyping it like it was the best thing in the world. I'm looking at the video like, nah, not the best thing in the world. It's different. I give them that much. It's different and everything else like that. And it's like, so these are the characters, how they look. We're used to this type of stuff where you get like the characters and they look like cool right here, and then you go into the game, they JPEG fighting. So we're used to that type of stuff, but that's what that's about. So Blood Witch is interesting because this game looks amazing. It actually looks amazing, and then you come into it, you just RPG managing. The minute you see a picture like this right here, you know you automatically pushing one button and picking up loot and going away. That's all you're doing. It just looks really good, which makes me sad because it's like they could have did more, but they just, you know, phoned it home at that point. Speaking of phone at home, Disney has a new game, as you guys can see. They're taking a good advantage of that type of stuff where, you know, they got to do a little something with the Frozen, a little something trying to get it out. I don't even think this is Disney sanctioned. I think they just did this because I couldn't find it anywhere that says Disney is officially, you know, on board with this. So, you know, buyer beware. You know, clone game rules. You guys know what that means. Next up is Finitar. If you want some MOBA, not mobile, not, like MOBA, is 3-on-3, as you can see, and 5-on-5, kind of like League of Legends on your phone type of stuff. I don't know why League didn't have crossplay with phone. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Because League netcode ain't good enough for that. So you would think all the money that they make that it would be, but it's not. So just never mind. The League don't do that. I was kidding. Right, here's a mobile version. There's another one out there. There's literally like 1,000 of these too. I didn't know that, but there is. But I learned a lot this week about games basically being like new genres that are out there. I was in several meetings and the Game Fest and all that type of stuff, Summer Game Fest type of stuff. And I learned a lot this week that I did not know, like information overload. And I'm deeply appreciative to be invited to all of those meetings because they didn't have to do that. But I'm gaming press now and I'm variety now. So I got invited and got so many emails this week and so many nice people who I never talked to before in my life, including 2 new contracts this week, which caused me to I'm at the point now that I have to stop doing. You guys are used to me playing a lot of stuff, but I'm just not going to have the time to do that anymore. Adding these 2 new contracts on top of everything else that I'm naturally do, I just can't play everything anymore the way that I used to. It's less fun for me because I was more free flowing and able to dip back and forth, but now I have to focus a little bit because I need to have time to do everything. So, that's the price of success. You have less fun, basically. But it's fine because you get paid to do less fun. So it's okay. And I'm gaming anyway, so it's you can't complain when your job is to game and to review. And companies, that's what companies want you to do. And apparently that is what the industry wants me to do at the end of the day. They want me to review at the end of the day. And I'm not mad at it. When you get told that you're a good reviewer and companies want to pay you all the time for your review, even if you don't get thousands of views, they still want you to review and pay you good money for that. And you get press credentials and everything else, which mine's just got. I just actually re-upped my press credentials for the year. It was actually weird. It started in June. So I got a bunch of events to deal with, including one in Manhattan next week. I literally spoiled, and people are going to already know where I'm going next week. So I never tell people. I just show up places. And sometimes if somebody hears my voice and looks at me and you're Scion, because I had that happen about a week ago. I went to an event and I was literally talking to somebody and somebody came and tapped me. He's like, you're that YouTuber, Scion. It's I've never seen you out in public before. I'm like, I'll be outside. I just don't announce it. I just show up places. And he was so happy, and this was an older white man that he was so happy. He was I used to watch your videos, it was whatever. And the funniest thing is people always say, I used to watch you play Naruto online. That literally always happens. Always happens. Or they say Epic 7. Do you still play Epic 7? I'm like, nah, I don't play Epic 7. Hey, me neither. That game sucks now. And I'm like, bruh. Anyway. The first hype and topic that I did not know about. Did you guys know that Snowbreak famatized, that's a word. It's not a word, but I'm making it a word. Or made famous, but I like famatized better. The whole live 3D gaming getting paid for genre. It always existed. Don't get me wrong, it always existed, but Snowbreak, when they made the millions that they made the past 2 months off Epic Game Store, everybody started paying attention. Now, I'm just gonna let this rock. So the significance of this game right now, I happen to know that this was coming because earlier this week, I spoke literally with reps, and they were talking about the different games coming, and then they were really talking about the live 3D gaming boom, and I was like, what the hell is that? Because I like to be on top of everything, but I didn't know what the hell this particular thing was. Right now, not many people know that this is coming, but I'm literally telling you that we about to get a whole bunch of Snowbreak clones. I wish I was kidding, and you're looking at one right now. This is the new wave right now. Like, we were like the idle wave and that, remember, all type of stuff like that, and then the city builder wave. We had all that type of going, and then now we have like the idle survival type of clone. This right here, this is the new wave coming. Be prepared, because you already know people like. Be prepared, it's coming. Like, and it's not that hard to do live 3D art like this that they're doing right now. The game that's caking on this and making a lot of money slowly that nobody's playing, like really paying attention to, is Azure Lane. Azure Lane, they'd make like one every week, like a character, and like they've been making the live 3D off of their characters like every week, and it'd be just etchy it might as well be hentai. They'd be wilding. Like, they'd be straight wilding and no chase or nothing. Just, oh, we heard you like booty? Okay, booty on the screen. Every week. Follow Azure Lane's Twitter if you think I'm kidding. They be going off. I'll be like, what is happening? How do you not get banned? But yeah. Next up, All Wars. Another game just recently was announced here, but I knew it ahead of time again because of Games Fest. This game is hilarious because you literally be running around in big old wars on mobile, just wilding. Like, look at it. This is just not even as crazy as what it normally is. And then you be PvP wilding like this. I want to play this just so I can go run around killing people like this. And that's literally the point of the game. Look at all these people. And just run around. You don't even know who's hitting you. Right now, I'm just gonna pick whatever the AoE character is and get OP and just run in the middle of a pack and kill everybody. Remember those games back in the day? Like there were games back in the day that was just like that. Like the Facebook games and the MySpace games, and then early mobile games, and then the browser games, the HTML browser games where you would just get OP. You would just pick the mage class. And everybody be running around, and you just run in the middle of everybody, be like, what's up, bees? And then just nuke everything. And then you had the whales who be like level 1000 with all their whale gear, and they'll just be standing there looking at everybody, like dodging everything because their dodge rate is like 100%. And then they just look at you and be like, I choose you, and then you get deleted. Like, those days were funny. Because you used to be able to do that yourself over a course of time. Like that Ragnarok was like that. It's one of the things that made Ragnarok so much fun and funny, because you would get so OP at Ragnarok at a point that you would just curb stomp people and it'd just be like a GG at that point. It was hilarious. Now, for the hype of the week, Crescent Moon. You guys remember there was a game that I played that was amazingly hype. This is kind of similar to that game where the art is crazy, the characters look crazy, the gameplay looks crazy. This is the hype of the week. It's an amazing looking game. I'm like shocked that more people aren't talking about this game, and it was a Game Fest game. And a lot of people obviously didn't know what the hell this is because it's a Chinese based game. But now, on the last topic before we get out of here for the day on Sunday, or it's going to be Sunday when you see it. Now, everybody is kind of respecting more and more Asian gaming, which I'm happy for the Asian people because they deserve it. Like, they're making good games. So, like, if you make a good game, you should deserve it. It shouldn't matter what race you are. People should pay attention. But that wasn't like that until the past 2 years, until these games started coming out. So Stellar Blade is like, it's weird to say this, but Stellar Blade is like the Caitlin Clark of gaming right now. That's the effect Stellar Blade had on the Asian outlook towards the rest of the world for gaming, because the West used to not respect the Asian games enough. Even though we had Nintendo over there, Sony, and they're both Japanese games, but Chinese games, they just didn't respect it enough. That's no longer the case anymore. Now the West is throwing money at Chinese developers like, oh, you got that next Stellar Blade? Let me see. You got that Wukong? Let me see. Zero Blade? What? Let me see. Y'all got action combat? Looking OP? Let me see. I feel I'm so happy for these companies, as somebody who's been covering these games for 10 years. They've been making better games in the West literally for 10 years, and I've been putting it on this channel. So I'm very happy for all of those Asian devs out there, from whether Korea, Japan, China, Taiwan, it doesn't matter. I'm happy for now all of those regions are getting paid attention to now. Like they should have always been paid attention to for the past 10 years, and putting pressure on the West to stop sucking. Granted, I know somebody, but Nintendo does not count. Nintendo is like God. Like they don't count, and all the rest of that, they just over there by themselves. The same thing with Sony. Like none of that counts. We're talking about just making raw games and then bringing it to systems and PCs and stuff like that. Everybody respected the West to actually kind of like do that, but really from the East side, they would never make the proper money that they should deservedly should make. The go nuts type of money, where they're in billions and stuff like that, and that's starting to become a reality now. The field is starting to even out, and now everybody's looking to the East now to say, oh damn, they got the hits now. Let's pay attention to them and give them money. So we're gonna start to see more good games like Stellar Blade, where and then they're not influenced big time by all the ridiculousness of the West with people complain about, oh, Stellar Blade nerfed this and that, but it wasn't really that much of a nerf at all, to be honest. It was just people just doing too much, trying to be on their soapbox at the end of the day. And then the devs brought back and made the outfit even better that they were complaining about. They made it better. They brought it back. The guy literally said, you know what, we didn't like the way that it looked before, so we redesigned it, and they made it better. It's ridiculous now. And I don't even know how that she might as well not wear anything. So that type of thing, you kind of got to take it as a grain of salt and just let devs cook. Hell, we got Wuthering Waves cooking. Speaking of which, we got it cooking out here. She literally cooking. The amount of money that this character has made, the amount of jiggle that this character has. She cooking. Yeah. This looks weird when I do full desktop, but it's fine because it's not gonna stay here. Look at this swaying going on right here. People, and then the weirdest thing is that you'll have this character literally with her boobs swaying in the wind, and then they'll nerf something on her shoulder, and then somebody be like, I'm refunding. Be legendary, guys.